Have you ever wondered why the more kindly you live, the lighter your heart feels? Compassion does not make us weak, but helps us remain steady amid change. If another person's joy could become your own joy, how differently would life unfold? The Four Immeasurable Minds in Buddhism include loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity. Not as a form of giving up, but as true freedom rising from within. They are four streams of energy that nourish a life of mindfulness, peace, and inner freedom, independent of external circumstances. Hello, I am Tan from the meditation channel at Lotus Zen Tan 6. In this meditation session, we gently return to the breath, not to achieve anything, but simply to be fully present with this very moment, to understand and practice loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity. Let us find a quiet place and sit down, allowing body and mind to slow, then observe the breath flowing in and out as we observe our body and mind. Inhale, gently follow the breath as it flows through your nose, fills your chest, and reaches down to your belly. Exhale, feel the breath leaving through your nose, and notice your belly softening and sinking. You may sense the breath as a gentle friend, arriving and departing naturally, without needing control or correction. First, we begin with loving kindness, because without it, the practice can easily become dry, rigid, and heavy. Loving kindness is genuine love and care, the wish for oneself and others to be peaceful and happy. Loving kindness is not weakness or indulgence, but a warm energy, an unconditional loving energy that does not demand anything in return. Loving kindness arises from the deep understanding that everyone is doing their best with the capacity they have. When loving kindness is present, we do not wish to harm anyone, even through words, thoughts, or actions. When loving kindness is present, meditation is no longer a forced effort. No longer a struggle to reach some special state, but becomes a safe space where everything can return and rest. We sit here, body and mind relaxing through each gentle in-breath and out-breath, being healed by our own loving care. Because without it, we sink into craving and pressure, and cannot fully feel the gentle emotions we truly deserve. Allow yourself to treat yourself and others with gentleness, just as you would treat someone who deserves to be soothed because they are in need of peace. Within the space of loving kindness, you do not need to judge the thoughts that arise, nor rush to push away discomfort. Simply stay and listen. The breath becomes softer, the body gradually relaxes, and calmness begins to rise naturally, without effort. Inhale, gently follow the breath as it flows through your nose, fills your chest, and reaches down to your belly. Exhale, feel the breath leaving through your nose, and notice your belly softening and sinking. Loving kindness transforms each sitting meditation from a task to be completed into a warm return to yourself, right here in this moment. After settling into the breath with loving kindness, we continue to expand our inner space with compassion. The capacity to stay with suffering through deep understanding. Compassion is the ability to feel one's own suffering and the suffering of others, along with the wish for that suffering to be eased. Compassion is not pity or weakness, but deep understanding, clearly seeing the causes of suffering with wisdom, and therefore not judging and not turning away. We not only feel pain together with the pain of others, but also respond through words and actions grounded in understanding, helping suffering to be transformed. Because compassion without understanding can easily turn into attachment or exhaustion. With wisdom, compassion becomes a steady source of energy, quiet yet profound. Compassion does not ask you to eliminate discomfort, nor force you to become more positive. It simply invites you to stay and listen to what is truly present. When compassion is lacking, we often treat ourselves and others harshly, impatiently, and with anger. We want to push away weakness, to fix pain too quickly, and this is what makes the practice strained and tense, because our capacity is not yet ready. Now, allow the breath and awareness to gently see through and move through the heavy areas in body and mind, not to change them, but simply to hold them, as we would sit beside a friend who needs to be understood. Inhale gently, follow the breath as it flows through your nose, fills your chest, and reaches down to your belly. Exhale, feel the breath leaving through your nose, and notice your belly softening and sinking. Within the space of compassion as love with understanding, suffering is no longer an enemy, but becomes something that needs to be clearly seen, recognized, and cared for with gentle presence. When compassion is nourished, stillness arises not from control, but from deep acceptance that every experience, whether pleasant or painful, has its own rightful place. From the foundation of compassion, we gently step into joy, a pure joy rising from inner fullness. Joy allows us to feel the simple happiness that is already present, a complete breath, a moment of peace, without comparison or the need to seek anything else. When joy is lacking, the practice can easily become heavy, as if something is always missing, as if we are always waiting for a better state in the future. Now, allow yourself to smile gently at your own presence, not because everything is perfect, or out of pride to feel superior to others, or because difficulties are pressing you down, but because you temporarily set aside excitement and difficulties, and because you are truly present to feel the peaceful emotions within you that no one can disturb. Within the space of joy, concentration becomes softer, the mind is no longer stretched by effort, and mindful joy spreads naturally. Compassion helps us hold what is still hurting, joy helps us recognize what is healing, and together they nurture a deep balance for the practice. From the foundation of loving kindness, compassion, and joy, we gently enter equanimity, a state of deep balance amid all experiences that come and go. We let go of accumulated past suffering or cherished memories that make present comparisons turn into craving. We release what is unnecessary because we recognize that holding on to it is truly not helpful for this moment. Equanimity is not indifference or detachment, but the capacity to stay with everything without being carried away, without clinging, and without pushing away. When equanimity is lacking, the practice easily becomes tense, caught between the desire to achieve and the fear of loss, suffering, or failure, between seeking pleasant sensations and avoiding what is uncomfortable. Now, allow the breath to be spacious, coming and going in its natural rhythm, without needing to hold it or extend it. It is understanding itself that is gradually leading you out of familiar paths you once believed you could not go beyond, and helping you discard what you should not keep. It is this understanding that is connecting loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity deep within your mind, allowing you to step forward more steadily. Inhale gently, follow the breath as it flows through your nose, fills your chest, and reaches down to your belly. Exhale, feel the breath leaving through your nose, and notice your belly softening and sinking. Within the space of equanimity, every sensation is allowed to rise, exist for a while, and then gently fade away, true to its impermanent nature. Equanimity brings steadiness, allowing us to sit calmly amid the movements of body and mind without losing presence. When equanimity is nourished, stillness arises from the deep understanding that there is nothing that must be held onto in order to be safe. Now, feel loving kindness soothing the mind, compassion embracing the areas that still hurt. Joy lighting up gentle happiness, and equanimity holding everything in a vast open space. The four minds are not separate, but coexist like four currents that are both empathetic, forgiving, and peaceful, increasingly expansive as they merge into an ocean of stillness and happiness. In this moment, you do not need to become anyone else, nor reach anywhere. You only need to be fully present with what is. The breath continues to come and go, the body continues to be supported by the earth, and the mind is allowed to rest in sufficiency. Allow peace to gently spread from within, without rushing to take it anywhere, without needing to share it with anyone. Simply feel it. When you are ready, gently return your awareness to the surrounding space, bringing loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity into each step and each breath of daily life. This meditation session closes here, not as an ending, but as a continuation of mindfulness, slowly and sustainably nourished in each ordinary moment. The journey in the game of breath will become more and more fascinating if you truly cherish it. This practice, just like a habit, is a key to unlocking every doorway within your body and mind. So keep watching, and keep practicing with me in this video and the ones to come. If you have any thoughts or reflections, feel free to leave a comment below. And if this video helped or inspired you, please click like, subscribe, and share it with others. Thank you.